In this video, we're going to learn some colored pencil techniques. I've started up here with drawing 7 boxes. This is going to be my value scale with colored pencils. We need to know how to go from light colored pencil marks to dark colored pencil marks. And then after that, I'm going to show you how to color in an eye. So let me sketch that really quick. When I'm drawing an eye, I'm using a pencil first, and I'm drawing softly with my pencil a curved line. Then I'm going to draw a curved line under the eye as well. As I draw, you'll see that my lines are sketchy. This is because later I'll come back and fix my lines how I want. Now, when you're drawing an eye, you have part that's a little curved right here on the inside. This is your tear duct, and a little bit of a curved line to the bottom lid. A little bit of the same thing on the outside. There's going to be this area that's pink, and this area will be pink. When you draw the iris, the colored part of the eye, it's normally covered up by part of the top eyelid. And so I draw a circle, might even draw the whole circle. Draw a circle that is cut off by the top eyelid. So then I'll erase the top of the circle. And that should give me the rest of my iris. The iris is the colored part of the eye. Next, inside the iris, you'll have the pupil. The pupil is the black part of your eye. This is also a circle right in the middle. And I like to add a highlight off to one side of the pupil to make it a little more realistic. So all of this will be black. To add the rest of the eye, I need to draw a crease in the eyelid right here. This is where your eyelid folds back. And then we'll draw some eyelashes. Our eyelashes curve just a little bit. They're not straight lines. They curve a little bit, whichever direction. They curve towards the nose. So if your nose is over here, your eyelashes will curve towards your nose. If your nose is on this side, your eyelashes will curve that way. So I start at the eyelid base and do a curved line. And y'all, eyelashes aren't perfect. As I curve around, they get a little bit more flat on the side. Up here, they're standing more straight. Over here, they're standing more to the side. And then the bottom, we don't have as many eyelashes, but they curve from the bottom lid down. And they're shorter. If you don't want to draw eyelashes, that's fine. Just know that everybody has them. All right, and that is our eye. We'll come back to coloring that in just a minute. Let's do our value scale. Colored pencils are not a fast way to color an artwork. So if you're using colored pencils, you have to take your time. You have to layer the color and build it up so that it's solid on the paper. I'm going to use this brown color. Over in this box, I'm going to start light. To this box, it'll be dark. Each box will be a slightly darker value. So over here, I'm going to color as light as I can. I'm holding my colored pencil way in the back. You can barely see it. The next one, I'm going to go a little bit darker, using the side of the colored pencil to color. And on this one, because I can see it more, I'm going to change directions and color on top. So I've layered my colored pencil now. It looks a lot more solid. On the next one, I'm going to make it even darker. I'm going to push a little bit harder on the colored pencil. And then I'm going to change directions, clean up my edges, and cover as much paper as I can. No white showing. I might even put a third layer on top. So now I've got 3 different values. My next one's going to be darker. I'm just pushing harder on the colored pencil. Done 3 layers. Next one, darker. For this, I don't like my colored pencil to be pointy. I like it to be a dull end. And then the next one, darker. You're gonna be pushing pretty hard on your colored pencil by this point, but not so hard that you break it. So for each box, I've layered 3 times. And then the last one. This is about as hard as I can push with the colored pencil. This is as dark as it'll get with this one color. Okay, so I've gone from light to dark. So now I'm going to practice coloring this eye. Eyes are never one color, and neither should whatever you're coloring with color pencil be. It should always use more than one color. So I'm going to grab some other browns. I might even get some greens and maybe even some yellow. So all of these colors I'm about to put into this eye. Even though it might look like a brown eye, it's going to be made of different colors. So I like to start by coloring the edge first. I clean up the edge where I had my pencil line. And irises have lines. They have these lines that radiate from the pupil. So I'm going to use this dark brown to draw some of these lines. And then I might go in with one of these other brown colors. Come from the eyelid around the pupil, almost like it's lines coming from a sun. And I'm pushing kind of hard on this. Take some lighter color. You might want to look in a mirror even to see what eye color you have and where the eye color changes. You can really tell when you're out in the sunlight.